All right, good Monday evening, everybody. It is cold out there. Let me get the camera situated. We fell to the freezing mark at 9 p.m., and that was the first time we've done that this fall. This morning, it was 33, so we didn't quite make it to freezing, although it felt like it was below freezing because we had a wind chill this morning. Tonight, we're not going to have a wind chill because high pressure is right over us. In fact, right now it's located directly to the north of Jackson. You see how the winds are kind of pinwheeling out from that central location right there. That's where the high pressure is. So no wind chill tonight because we're going to see light winds right underneath the high pressure, but the temperature is actually going to just continue to drop and drop through the 20s, and that's going to put us in the mid-20s for most places. Now, I know I've got the high pressure back off to the west. It's moved since our newscast, so it is really right on top of us right here in Mississippi. Now, we are not going to see very much of anything in the way of clouds out there as we go through the overnight. 29 degrees right now at the 11 o'clock hour. Winds are calm, and skies are going to be fair, I think, for the rest of tonight. So, coldest weather is going to be to the east of us. That's where the high pressure is going to be by tomorrow morning, 24 to 26. 27, 28 for the rest of us, so everybody going to get a hard freeze with temperatures at or below freezing for about 11 straight hours, from 9 p.m. until about, let's say, about 8 a.m. For tomorrow. So a freeze warning in effect for the entire area through 8 a.m. on your Tuesday. Now, this is the Delta all the way down to the Gulf Coast, including parts of Louisiana. So hopefully you've gotten ready for this already. We've been talking about this hard freeze coming since late last week. Antifreeze in the car, so you won't have to worry about it getting started in the morning. Dress in layers in the morning, which is going to be important because we are going to warm up about 35 degrees during the course of the day. So you're going to want to shed that outer layer later in the day, but in the morning you're going to want it. Let the faucets drip tonight. It's just going to be one cold night. I'm not too concerned about pipes breaking all over the place, but it is going to be really cold for a good long time, so it wouldn't hurt to let the faucets drip for the overnight, and then bring in your animals from outside. They don't need to be outside when it's in the mid-20s, and it is going to be down to 26 degrees tomorrow morning. But notice the rest of the week, not as cold. A little chilly Wednesday morning, but then not even cold. Starting Thursday, temperatures are going to be in the 50s in the morning, well into the 70s in the afternoon, and the reason for the warm-up is because of the position of the area of high pressure. Winds around high pressure in the northern hemisphere flow clockwise. So if the center of the high is to the east of us, we get our winds coming in from the south, which is going to be the case during the day tomorrow. So dry air, sunshine from start to finish, and a south breeze, that's going to push those numbers up 35 degrees from where we start. So if we're going to be in the mid-20s, we're going to end up at about 60 degrees tomorrow afternoon. And then notice the high pressure just barely moves over the next 24 hours, which means we keep a south wind, and the warming trend will continue for our area. So 59, 60 tomorrow, but I'm really thinking we're going to be in the mid-70s the next day and close to 80 as we head into the weekend. So this is going to be the worst of it. We're not going to have to deal with this for the rest of the week, but tonight, man, it's going to be cold out there. Mostly sunny, warming up tomorrow, south wind, your high temperature at about 59. Some places are going to make it into the low 60s. And then the next day, we're in the mid-70s. By the weekend, we're close to 80 degrees. Now, next chance of rain is coming in over the weekend, but that's going to be Sunday and Monday, and it doesn't look too bad at this point. We're looking at a 20-30% chance of rain. Now, the front's going to come through. Notice that we are going to cool down behind that one, but it's not going to be anything like this. We're cooling from the upper 70s to the upper 60s by the beginning part of next week. So this is our first freeze of the season. It's a little cold snap. It's lasted 2 days, and then we're going to warm right back up, and the weather should be just fine for the rest of this week. That does it for your update for tonight. Meteorologist Megan Hanna is going to be here first thing in the morning with your next update. Have a good one.